Thank you. Well, so many questions remain unanswered leading up to the murders of a woman and her son yesterday outside Zionsville.
Police say 61-year-old Lucius Hamilton III killed 31-year-old Catherine Gill and her 4-year-old son Raymond Gill IV in what police say was over inheritance money. Today, investigators will get a search warrant to take a closer look inside the van Hamilton drove from Wabash College to a downtown Indianapolis hotel. It is what's in that hotel that Hamilton took his own life.
And Eyewitness News reporter Chris Kirshner is live with more on the investigation into these brutal murders. Chris, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce. You're right. This Hilton Hotel is where it all ended yesterday when that suspect took his own life. But for investigators, there is still work to do. They still have to gather and collect evidence to find out exactly why this happened, to answer some of those questions that so many people have, family and friends who are shaking their heads and struggling to understand why this had to happen. While it ended here, it started in that Zionsville home when that 31-year-old woman and her 4-year-old son were found killed inside. What happened in between seems cut from a movie. Boone County Police tracked down a suspect very quickly, the uncle of the woman and a Wabash College employee. Officers in tactical gear converged on that campus as students received alerts that this man was armed and dangerous. Their investigation soon then led them to this downtown Indianapolis hotel, the Hilton, where Lucius Hamilton III checked in, and that's where they say the 61-year-old took his own life. Police also quickly revealed what they believe to be the motive for the whole ordeal.
I think there's millions of dollars involved here, and all I can tell you is I don't want to get into specifics at this time, but it is from a family trust. It's a lingering issue that has been going on for the last few years, and but we believe that the motive right now is for financial gain.
Now, police didn't say what led them here to the Hilton, but imagine the scene here on a busy downtown street, busy afternoon here, a very difficult time here and surprising one for the people who were here. Surprisingly enough, though, they only had to evacuate one person from the 4th floor of this hotel at that time yesterday. As I say, police still have plenty to do. They'll be gathering evidence. A lot of that they'll be doing here at the Hilton. They'll be getting that van that he drove here and getting a search warrant for that. As you mentioned, we'll have more on this coming up on Sunrise. Bruce and Julia.
All right, yeah, we'll wait to hear more later. Chris Kirshner for us live. Chris, thanks.
And those who knew the suspect, Lucius Hamilton III, are giving us some insight into his background. We know that he worked at Wabash College in the Alumni Center. He was also the Lilly Grant Administrator for the Office of Alumni and Parent Relations. Hamilton graduated from Wabash himself in 1976. Those who knew him say they are stunned to learn of his involvement. And now more on how it all ended at a downtown Indianapolis hotel. Police say Hamilton was in a room on the 4th floor of the Hilton. Officers say when the SWAT team came to Hilton's room, they heard 2 gunshots with a semi-automatic pistol, including one to his head. Those who knew Hamilton, including State Senator Brent Waltz, say they are shocked to hear about his involvement.
Very outgoing, very personable, distinguished himself in business, and I'm sure it's said a lot, but just about the last person you'd ever think that could do something like this.
Did you know his family? State Senator Waltz is also a Wabash College alum and says he often got lunch with Hamilton. No one else was hurt when Hamilton took his own life. And we'll have more on the investigation into this double murder-suicide coming up in the next half hour. Plus, you can find the very latest information, including pictures and video from the crime scene on our website at WTHR.com. Just look for the story on our homepage.